Hello everyone, welcome back to Olympia Soiree. In the last one we kind of encountered Riku and got his opinion on who he would find, like how he would look for a wife, and it was unbelievably ridiculous in my opinion. And then we came across Heidi, who was being mean. But anyway, hopefully this one more good things happen. Anyway, let me start. He's not here. The next morning, I got dressed and headed down to Yomi. I wanted to look for Kaina to let him know that his letter had been delivered. I also wanted to talk to the vendor from yesterday. The dormitory guards told me that Kaina wasn't around. I suppose it won't be easy finding him. I let out a sigh when...
Ah! Olympia!
Kaina, thank goodness you're here. The letter was delivered safe and sound. Kanan was worried about you. I could see the tears in his eyes.
本当に手紙を受け取ってくれた？
Of course.
返事は？
Oh, nothing yet.
そうか。
Aww. Don't worry. He did say he'd read the letter, so I'm sure he's writing a letter back to you as we speak.
だよね。昨日の今日でまだ返事はないか。つい焦りすぎた。
Kaina gave a chuckle. They do sort of look alike, but I wouldn't have thought they were twins. Their faces did look similar though. Maybe they seemed different because of their clothes and manner of speaking.
思いつきで頼んじゃったからさ。実はあの後一人で後悔してたんだ。
Can I just say that I can't remember if I've already said this, but with anime characters, I swear it's always normally the hair and stuff that really, hair and clothes that really show, the differences, especially with guys. So I don't know if they look similar really.
今回のことでカナにはとても迷惑をかけたのに、俺も懲りないなって。俺のことを憎んで手紙なんて受け取ってくれないかもしれないのに。
I'm sure that's not true.
双子といっても色が分かれてしまったから色相も違って別々に暮らしてたしね。
I did notice that your colors were different. I looked closer at Kaina. His golden hair and eyes were indeed of the yellow class, but...
俺とカナンの母親は唐なんだ。でも俺には気が、カナンには橙が強く出た。だから俺は王の公家の養子になった。
A noble was the confidant to each color's leader. I heard the position was succeeded generation after generation, often within wealthy families. So, even if you're twins, you're separated if the colors you're born with are different? You can't even live together?
ん？そんなの当然だろ？
It's so weird and surreal that that's just the kind of thing to these people. I couldn't say anything. It seemed this was normal on the island.
でも本当に助かったよ。感謝する。何かお礼をしたいけど。
Don't worry, I'm just happy I was able to help.
君のこと冷たい女だと思っててごめん。
Well, I never really spoke to anyone on the surface.
だよね。舞台以外では見かけなかったし。なぜいきなり読みなんかに？
I have friends down here, and I often visit the bathhouse.
紫禁城は有名だよね。俺も上にいた頃は客として何度か行ったことがあるよ。今はあの看板を見てもとてもそんな気持ちにはなれない。
No.
ダメだな俺は。君に愚痴っても何かが変わるわけじゃないのに。そうだ。もしまた弟に手紙を出したくなったら頼むことはできる？
Absolutely.
よかった。じゃあ俺はそろそろ宿舎に戻るよ。あと厚かましいついでにもう一ついい？これからも道で会ったら 話しかけても大丈夫？まだここで知り合いがいなくて。
Sure, feel free to talk to me anytime.
ありがとう。じゃあまたね。おやすみ。
Good night to you too. Good night? Somehow that didn't seem quite right. I looked at the time and it was a little before 11 in the morning. If he goes to sleep now, that means he must work at night. I wonder what he does. I continued my search for Asaha and Heidi for a while, but ended up making my way to Shikinjo.
ああ、アスハなら僕も知り合いだよ。広場の奥にある孤児院の子でね。ここにも時々顔を出す。ただハイリの方はどこにいるか。もう卒院してどこかに部屋を借りてるはずなんだけど、行商用の手形を持っていて、上とここの出入り自由だろ。確かな居場所が今一つつかめない。
I see. Thank you. I'll try to keep an eye out for him.
いろいろお疲れ様。僕もちょうど休憩しようと思っていたところだから、一休みしていかない？はいどうぞ。今日は桜餅だよ。
Cherry blossom rice cakes. These are my favorite. They look delicious.
よかった。大福餅が好きならこれも好物かと。
Oh, that's...
かわいい名前じゃないか。僕も気に入った。
Oh, well, I'll have a bite. I gingerly peeled the cherry leaf off of the rice cake.
美味しいならよかった。
I want a sakura mochi. Is it that obvious?
顔どころか体全体で美味しいって言ってた。
It's the best I've ever had. You're really spoiling me with all the wonderful food here.
客商売っていうのもあるけど、そもそも僕が好きなんだよね。美味しいものが。
Me too. Kuraba was right when he said that I would love this place.
ところで、お婿さん探しは順調？
The rice cake nearly tumbled out of my frozen hand.
いじめてるわけじゃないよ。君が誰を選ぶかかけようってお客様方が話してるのを聞いてね。
Seriously? Did you place a bet too?
僕。
This time I almost knocked my cup over.
遊びを盛り上げるためだよ。婚姻は一切考えてないから安心して。
I wasn't sure how to respond, but there was something I needed to ask. Yosuga, what do you mean you're not thinking of marriage? Are you not 20 years old yet?
20歳だよ。でも僕は後輩しなくていいと偉い人に言われてるからね。死ぬまで独り身で遊んで暮らす予定。
Oh dear. Sorry, no, it's just in the Japanese said that he's just gonna play around, carefree type thing. Is that so? Could he be following some kind of custom?
でも君はそういうわけにはいかないだろ。1年以内に相手を見つけるよう偉い人に言われてる。
Well, yes, but to be honest, things haven't been going well.
今までいいと思う男性はいなかったの？
One person actually spoke to me at the plaza, but apparently it was only because I was the subject of his research. I'm fine, really. Your fortune was good, and even the Tsujiura I opened said that I'd find the person I seek. Maybe my future husband will appear tomorrow. No, maybe even later today, but... I stopped for a moment to take a sip of my tea. Yesterday I was talking to a person named Riku of the Blue. He said I should choose someone from a higher color class because I'm of the white. I'm not going to deny that it makes sense. I know what I have to do, but I don't want to choose under such restrictions.
いかにも原式の男が言いそうなつまらないセリフだ。
How boring.
僕たちは色相に縛られている。でも本当は愛し合った者同士が結ばれるべきなんだ。
Yosuga? From the moment I met him, he intrigued me. He spoke elegantly and was always so calm. I never thought I'd hear such words from a man like him.
君がこの読みに通い始めて1週間くらい？どんな人が暮らしているか分かってきたろう。
I nodded seriously.
カイナの話は聞いたよ。この読みには彼のような者が大勢いる。金を破り結ばれてはならない式と結ばれた者の多くは処刑される。彼が助かったのはおそらく実弟が唐の長だから。
That makes sense.
上では色相により後輩相手が決まる。でも一目で恋に落ちることがそんなに罪かな。その結果混じり合った色、許されない色の子が生まれたとしてもそれが罪かな。
Yosuga's expression was the same as always, but there was an unusual heaviness in his voice.
不出来な色の子は上からこの黄泉の孤児院に送られる。そうして地上から追放された者同士がここで結ばれ、また上にはない色が生まれる。アスハが何か悪いことをしたろうか。
Oh, poor little Asuha.
本当に俺から話しかけても叱らない？
He's so cute as well.
上のやつなんて信じちゃダメだって何度言ったらわかるんだよ。
No, not at all. My voice shook. An indescribable despair came over me in that moment.
君はどの色の男を選んでも罪にならないんだろ。
It seems that way.
ならやはり愛したい男を愛すべきだ。その自由があるのだから。
Although it has to be within a year. I didn't expect him to support me this way. I sat frozen, the rice cake still in my hand.
ただ君は天女島育ちで男性に免疫がない。いきなり夫ではなくてまずは男性に興味を持った方がいい。
An interest in men. I felt like I was about to jump out of my seat. That might be the answer I was looking for.
どんな美味しいものだって絵に描かれたものでは味なんてわからない。でもいきなり食べると中には毒入りのものがあるかもしれない。
I like this analogy. But
だからまずはこっそり確かめる。香りや肌触り、君にとって美味しいものかどうか。そしてこれは好みに違いないと確信したら思い切りかぶりつく。
sample first, then take a bite.
という感じでね。まずはいきなりお婿さんではなくて気の合う友達を見つけるくらいがいいんじゃない？
He gives good advice, Byakuya.
人の内面はね、そう簡単にわからないものだよ。一目惚れも劇的でいいけど、相手のことを少しずつ知っていくのも楽しいよ。例えば君だって初対面の人に自分のことすべて話したりはできないだろう？で、
Oh, sorry.
例えば君だって初対面の人に自分のことすべて話したりはできないだろう？できる？
I certainly wouldn't. After all, there was something I didn't want anyone to know.
だからまずは誰かに興味を持つ。そうすれば自然とその相手のことを知りたくなってくるから。そして程よく親しくなったら味見よ。
Thank you, Yosuga. It's like you read my mind.
占いなんてやってると人生相談を持ちかけられることが多いんだよ。
I should have come and talked to you sooner. You can't imagine how I've been feeling with the men at the plaza avoiding me on a daily basis.
ならこの1週間は無駄だった？ハッカショコラにまんじゅう、ごま団子に桜餅。
あなたはこの天狗島に住む男性たちの中から自由に選んでいただいて構いません。
For some reason, the night of my birthday came to mind. It had only been a week since the day I cried so hard with Daifuku by my side. No, none of it was a waste of time. Each day has been full of surprises, anger, despair, confusion, and delicious food. And it's given me a lot to think about. Not a single day this week was a waste of time. Just as I finished speaking. Oh, Kamidia.
たった今、つくよみ様がお戻りになりましたよ。
Oh, we finally get to meet Tsukuyomi. At the end of a long corridor in Shikinjo lay an old and massive iron door. Beyond that was a long flight of stairs made of stone, leading me down to Naraku. It's so pretty. Everything about this game is pretty. Huh? This place is...
つくよみ、確かに送り届けたからね。二人でゆっくり話したいだろうから、僕はこれで。
ありがとう、ヨスが。
Now guys, I really wish Tsukuyomi was a love interest because honestly he's so pretty to look at. I didn't notice Yosuga leaving as I couldn't take my eyes off the sight before my eyes.
久しぶりだね、我が愛し子よ。
See, look how pretty he looks. I just wish he was a completable character. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you're well. He was like family to me, but this place was making me speak in a rather stiff tone. So this is where you live, Tsukuyomi.
静かでいろいろとはかどるのだよ。
I didn't know you were known as the outside of Naraku.
お前はあの屋敷から出なかったのだから当然だろう。
Unable to hold back my curiosity, I began to speak. That spring over there looks a lot like the one on Tenyo Island.
かもしれないね。だがこの水は毒だ。触れてもいけないし、飲んでもいけないよ。
Poisonous?
死に水の泉と呼ばれていてね。飲むと白にかかってしまう。
Oi, I completely forgot about that. Huh? I looked over at the unnaturally still water.
それはね、つくよみと僕には忌々しい死の汚れが取り付いているからさ。
Is this what Yosuga was referring to? Shinimizu. The water was crystal clear and far from what one would envision the spring of death to be. But unlike the floral spring on Tenyo Island, this one felt darker and more solemn. Isn't the Ikimizu spring on Tenyo Island called the Spring of Life? They sound like they're connected in some way.
隣り合った島だからね。誰かがついで呼び始めたのだろう。
Why would such a dangerous spring like this be here when Tenyo Island's spring is so pure?
言い伝えでは、この泉の奥底に恐ろしい闇の女神が封じられているからと。
Goddess? You don't mean Lady Amaterasu, do you?
名は確かイザナミと言ったかな。
I've never heard that name before.
そうだね。天女島で育ったお前が知らなくとも無理はない。だが一応覚えておきなさい。
Izanami.
おそらくね、この地下にはムクロが埋まってるのではないかな。
I was stunned to hear such a terrifying thought from Tsukuyomi, who didn't even flinch as he spoke.
ムクロから悪い病が広がることがある。黄泉と呼ばれるくらいだから、死者が眠っていてもおかしくはない。
Aren't you scared being here alone?
さっきも言ったろ。静かで過ごしやすいのが一番だ。
Unsure of what else to say, I decided to change the subject. By the way, I was worried with how long you were away. Did something happen?
島に異常はない。ただ先日、いきなり太陽が消えたろう。念のため、少しとどまって様子を見ていたのだよ。
Doma said that the solar link came apart.
そのようなものだろう。あれ以来落ち着いているし、お前は気にせずとも大丈夫だ。
That's good to hear. Tsukuyomi was the only man I have ever met on Tenyo Island. He would come to visit the island and take care of all of us. He was truly like family. Oh! As I turned my attention toward the spring, out of nowhere came... Tsukuyomi, isn't that a Tokoyomushi from Tenyo Island? Tokoyomushi? Oh, pretty butterfly. Oh, Tokoyomushi, right, okay. I reached out to the flying, iridescent creature that I had not seen for 13 years. The eternity bug alighted on my hand for a moment, then set off on its flight again.
いつからかここにいるのだよ。
It feels like forever since I've seen one. And by the way, here he says
いつからかここにいるのだよ。
it's been here since, like, it actually translates something around the lines of, I don't know when they started appearing, but they started appearing type of thing. Just thought I'd mention the difference. It feels like forever since I've seen one.
せっかくここまで来てくれたのに、外で立ち話は失礼だったね。ちょうどイロハバナの葉を煎じたお茶があるから入れてあげよう。おいで。
Tsukuyomi, this painting, it's amazing. Pretty. It seemed the spring wasn't the only surprise awaiting me here. The sheer magnificence of his painting left me mesmerized.
これは正確には絵でなくマンダラというのだ。
So this is what a mandala is.
おや、知っていたかい。
Lord Jigen told me about the mandala recently.
ああ、確かに彼なら言いそうだ。
But I never expected it to be so huge. Did you make this yourself, Tsukuyomi?
そう、僕が描いている。ずっと描き続けている。でもそろそろ終わりかな。
So, it's almost completed?
仕上げたいとは思っている。
Oh, I see red, blue, yellow. Does this mandala represent this island?
そう、 僕はこの世界を描いているんだよ。
Let me see. This white flower is an iroha flower, isn't it? And this must be Lord Hiruko's boat.
愛し子よ。この絵は何で描いているかわかるかい？
Is it not ink?
人の魂だよ。
I was breathless at the sight of lined bottles that I thought were filled with ink.
鳥居や太陽の糧にするには小さすぎるものをね。ほら、これで砕いて粉にするのだ。
I looked carefully inside the mortar and found a red shore.
この章は普通の水にはそのまま沈むだけなのに、死に水を注ぐと、ほら、このように溶けて鮮やかな絵の具となるのだ。どれも良い色だろう。
Of course these colors are beautiful, but I couldn't help but tremble. Tsukuyomi wasn't doing anything wrong, but the idea that this massive painting was created from such ink sent a shiver down my spine.
怯えることはない。これは弔いのようなものだから。
Yes. I felt myself regaining a sense of calm. I suppose this is Tsukuyomi's way of bringing eternal rest to these souls. Ah, that's right, Tsukuyomi. Do you know what botalaka is?
それも次元だろう。
Tsukuyomi smiled and wrote a word on a piece of paper.
不堕落。海の果てにあるという安息の地だ。四方に鳥居を備えた箱舟で、その不堕落にたどり着くまで、一人海をさまようのだ。
That sounds similar to Lord Hiruko's story.
言い伝えは似たようなものがたくさんあるからね。この島だっていろいろなものが流れ着くだろう。
That reminds me, I recently found a message in a bottle on the beach.
手紙か。お前に幸を運んできたものだといいね。
I hope so too. I took a sip of my now lukewarm tea, then looked around his hermitage. I have to say, I had no idea your pastimes were painting and bringing dolls to life.
趣味というよりは役目だね。やるべきことをやっているうちにあれこれ増えてしまった。
I was really surprised when I found out Camellia was a doll.
あれはちょっとした目的があって人の子に似せて作ったのだよ。
Human child. There he goes again. Tsukuyomi has always been this way. Maybe it was because he was an outsider, but he spoke as if he weren't human himself.
だが私そびれてしまってね。飾っておくのもつまらないからああしてヨスガを手伝わせている。
Aww. You know, I'm actually friends with Camellia now.
それはよかった。
Tsukuyomi smiled gently as his sleeves flowed elegantly.
ところで婿となる男を探し始めたらしいね。
Yes, that's true. That's why I came here at first, to discuss it with you, but...
すまなかった。それで調子はどうだい？
Not well, I'm afraid. I shared with him the conversation I had with Yosuga.
ヨスガの言うことはもっともだ。僕もね、お前には愛する相手を見つけて、誰よりも幸せになってほしいと思っているよ。箔を残すことは確かに大切だ。だがお前は、島の女は、どうしようもなく愛した男としか結ばれることができない。心許さぬ男に触れられると思い出させてしまったね。だが物は考えようだ。 その力はお前を守るものでもある。愚かな男がお前を傷つけたりしないように女神アマテラスが与えたのだ。誰もお前を汚せないように、壊せないように、お前が幸せになれるように。この天狗島にも罰を使える者がいる。魂、すなわち色を肉体から取り出し小に変えること。故に赤に罰を行えば、こうして赤い章となる。だがお前たち島の女は違う。
I've heard this 1,000 times. Tsukuyomi gave a gentle smile as I turned my face away.
愛しいよ。お前も知っているだろう。その昔、形のない神が自らの霊玉を二つに分かち、男と女を作った。それ以来、人は魂の半身を失った状態で生まれることになり、互いの対となる相手を探し求める運命となった。故に人はその半身に巡り合うと、恋しさのあまり片時も離れられなくなるという。
It's such a nice story. I gave a deep sigh as I looked at the mandala. To be honest, I'm scared. I feel like no man on this island sees me for who I really am. All they want is Olympia or a white, and not me. You know Akaza from the Kotoari? He even told me that he'd be my husband if I couldn't find one, just because it's his job. And that's not all. Do you think I have the right to love someone after what I did to Doma?
臆することはない。お前と一つになるための存在がきっとどこかで待っているよ。
Are you really sure? Is there really someone out there who can love me?
いるとも。
Tsukuyomi gently patted my head. He always encouraged me, ever since I was little.
白の娘よ、誇りを忘れてはならない。石化の際、天狗島の者がお前を怯えあざけったとしても、その者が愚かなだけなのだ。お前の母であった白亜も他の島の女たちも咎など一切犯してはいないのだからね。
You're right.
そうし、この世は暗闇であった。女神アマテラスが太陽を作り、女神つくよみが月を作った。そこにことよからまれびとであるヒルコが足の船に乗り現れた。天女島の女たち、白は日の女神アマテラスを祀り守るために生まれたと言われている。故にこの天狗島のヒルコと天狗島の女たちは遥か昔から互いを敬ってきた。白の女はアマテラスへ祈りを捧げ、その見返りにヒルコは天女島を聖域とした。だが13年前、愚かな男たちがその金を破り島に上がり込んだ。
I bit down on my lip.
女たちは潔白を貫くため自ら命を絶った。そしてお前だけが生き残った。あの夜の 赤く染まった海と月を思い出すたびに、僕は今でもこの世界を呪いたくなるのだよ。
Tsukuyomi.
人とはかように醜悪で残酷なものかと。無力な己もまた呪わしく疎ましく。
You're not weak. You're not a white, Tsukuyomi, but you're my only family. Which is why I remember. I remember the kindness you showed to my mother and everyone on the island. You're the only one who didn't treat us poorly.
もちろんだよ。白はこの世界で最も尊く美しい色なのだからね。
You know, ever since my birthday, I've been dreaming about my mother. She's always smiling at me. I need to be happy for the sake of my mother and everyone who passed away.
そう。お前は誰よりも幸せになるのだよ。
その娘を一歩も外に出してはならん。
Where am I? Where's Mama? Tsukuyomi?
ここは天狗島だ。なくらい聞いたことがあるだろう。
The little place on the sea? Why am I here? Where is everyone?
お前は今日から天狗島のこの銅馬屋敷で暮らすことになったのだ。
Huh? No, I don't wanna. Who are you? Why are you saying that? Where's Mama? I'm 5 now. She promised she'd teach me to do yarn on a spool. She promised.
お前の母は死んだ。
Huh?
お前以外の島の白の女は皆死んだ。
God, he's so harsh, isn't he? Like, there's a way of telling her.
天女島に戻っても誰もお前を迎える者などいないのだ。
You're a liar. That's not true. You're a bad man who's lying to me.
何とでも言え。夢を見るのも勝手だ。だがお前は今日からここで暮らすのだ。
No, you're a liar. Lady Amaterasu is gonna be mad at you.
アマテラス。くだらぬ神の名だ。
But
もう一度だけ言うぞ。お前の母は死んだ。
liar, 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 I hate you. That's not true. Mama's not dead. She can't be. You're lying to me. You're a liar. Oh, that is tragic. It was only a week after my 5th birthday that I found myself waking up in an unknown bed. I didn't understand when Dorma was telling me he was of the yellow, that I was at his manor. No matter how many times I cried and pleaded with him, he kept telling me that everyone on Tenyo Island had died. That's all he said to me. After that, he made sure I couldn't find a way out. He only looked at me with those cold eyes. Finally, on my 10th birthday, I escaped.
見て、真っ白い子よ。なんて不気味な。
あれはもしかして天女島の娘じゃないか。だとしたら本物の白だぞ。
Why? Why are they looking at me like that? There's nothing wrong with me.
捕まえた方がいいのか。
妖精、あの島の女に近づくと呪われるかもしれない。
Cursed? We wouldn't curse anyone. Why? Why won't anyone help me? I didn't do anything.
島の女はみんな死んだのではなかったの？
いや、
ドーマ殿が一人白の生き残りを育てていると噂で聞いたことがある。
No, no, he's lying. My mother, everyone, they're still alive. There's a boat. I can go back to the island. Everyone is there waiting for me. They're not dead. They can't be.
旦那様、見つけました。
Oh,
こちらへ来なさい。
stop. I'm going back to my island. Don't come any closer. I hate you.
屋敷に戻りなさい。島に戻っても誰もいないのだと何度言えばわかるのだ。
You have to be lying. I'm not going to believe it until I see for myself.
いいから戻りなさい。
Get away from me. Everyone is there. Everyone on the island is waiting for me.
もういい加減に諦めろ。
No. And I guess that's left her with trauma. Oh, and then Tsukuyomi like
気づい
took
たか
her.
い。
Aww, that's such a cute CG. Tsukuyomi.
怖い思いをさせてすまなかったね。まさかこんなことになるとは。もっと早くお前に真実を伝えておくべきだった。どうか僕を許しておくれ。
Why are you apologizing, Tsukuyomi?
天女島の女はね、身を守るための不思議な力を持っている。罰という。
But
お前はまだ幼く力が弱いゆえにあの程度で済んだのだろうが、望みさえすれば相手を消し去ることもできる力だ。
huh? What happened to Dorma?
生きているよ。
Thank goodness.
だが左手はもう使い物にならないだろう。我が愛し子よ、よく覚えておきなさい。お前がもっと大きくなったら、もっとたやすく誰かの命を奪えるようになる。お前がこの力をどう使おうが僕は咎めない。憎みたければ憎めばいいし、この世から消し去りたければ消し去るがいい。お前にはその自由がある。だが失われたものは二度と戻らないのだ。
Tsukuyomi, please tell me. My mother and everyone, they're not dead, are they? They're still on the island, right? Why am I the only one here? Everyone on this island is scared of me. They tried to take me away. They call me creepy and turn their faces. I don't want to be here anymore. Please take me back to Tenyo Island. I want to go home.
愛し子よ、よくお聞き。10歳になったお前に真実を語ろう。海と月が赤く染まったあの忌まわしい夜のこと。僕を恨みたければ恨むがいい。だがどんなに悲しくとも辛くとも絶対に耳を塞いではいけないよ。お前の母が 白の同胞たちがなぜ死なねばならなかったか。
Ever since then, I gave up trying to escape and decided to stay with Doma. I destroyed his left hand. Despite keeping me near him all these years, he never once looked at me with kind eyes. I didn't blame him. I was sure he would be happy to kill me himself. Mother, I'm 18 years old now. I can dance now, even if I'm all alone. If only I had the chance to dance with you and the others on Tenyo Island. Oh, another seashell. I wonder if I'll find another bottle with... As I bent down to pick up the beautiful white shell, a thought crossed my mind.
そうだ。もしまた弟に手紙を出したくなったら頼むことはできる？
That's it, I know now. Oh, here we go, it's gone running. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. It's funny because last time it was shorter than usual, and then this time it's longer than usual. But anyway, that was quite a good one. We got to learn a little bit more about Byakuya and her clan, and you know, Tsukuyomi and why Doma's left hand is messed up, and it was all good. It's good. It gives it, you know, now we understand Doma a little bit more maybe. But anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!